What's going on, guys? This is Mikeinoid, and today we are going to talk about the Joy-Con grip. So you kind of need controllers to interact and play games. Like, seriously, you need controllers. For the majority, controllers from big gaming companies are really well designed. They're comfortable to hold, buttons feel great to press, a D-pad is present. It's honestly pretty hard to distinguish what controller is actually my favorite, but I can tell you right now that my least favorite are Joy-Cons. A pair of Joy-Cons comes with every brand new Switch. They're designed to be attached to the console itself so that it can be played in handheld mode and charged when the system is in the dock. The left and right Joy-Cons can also be detached from the Switch. You can use them both like a Wii remote and nunchuck, or use one on its side like a classic SNES controller. You see, these are great ideas on paper, but the Joy-Cons are just not practical. They're too small for most people to use. You know, hands cramp up, multiple buttons can be pressed. It just doesn't work. And also, Joy-Con drift and connectivity issues are problems too. Now, the most popular solution to this, which I'm sure most people will agree with, is to just get a Pro controller. The Pro controller is black and large, which fits in hands quite nicely. Buttons are spaced out nicely and you get a proper D-pad. There are even cheaper controller options that resemble the Pro controller you can go with, most with some pretty cool designs. Thanks to these controllers, I feel like a certain Switch accessory gets overlooked and pushed to the side: the Joy-Con grip. Every brand new Switch or Switch OLED gets bundled with one of these, which is actually surprising to me. I would have assumed Nintendo would have just said, "F you, just hold your Joy-Con separately if you don't want to pay an extra $20. $20 is actually the price of an official Joy-Con grip, but I've noticed that retail stores actually don't carry grips anymore. You can still order a new one or a refurbished one off of the Nintendo store, but the charging grip, which was an extra $10, isn't being sold. But these stupid Joy-Con battery packs are? I'll admit, I only used my grip for the first 3 months of getting my Switch to play Breath of the Wild before I finally got a Pro controller myself. So today, I wanted to give the Joy-Con grip another go to see if it's worth using. So here's a standard Joy-Con grip. You have the Switch logo on the front with the controller indicators on each side, and on the back you have some more Nintendo branding, a hole where you can install a wrist strap, and the actual gripping. You can slide in each Joy-Con thanks to the rails on the grip, and easily detach them by pressing the button on the bottom of the Joy-Con. This is known as the dog face when the Joy-Cons are attached. I mean, if your dog's eye is lower than the other one, of course. The assembled controller is pretty light, but way more comfortable than using Joy-Cons separately. I played a variety of games to get an updated opinion about the grip, and honestly, this controller layout is passable. For some games like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that require a lot of dexterity and comfort, I would recommend using a more comfortable controller like the Pro controller. But for casual gaming that requires basic input like Gress or any SNES game, will do just fine. That's honestly my final verdict of the grip. It's fine. You know, it does the job while providing some comfort for these tiny controllers, and for something that comes straight out of the box, I'd say it's a pretty decent accessory. Although I wish Nintendo didn't cheap out and just included the charging grip. Maybe you like how light the controller is and how convenient it is to slide in your Joy-Cons without worrying about charging another controller. I mean, at the end of the day, the controllers you should use comes down to personal preference. And while I still really enjoy the Pro controller, I don't mind using the grip. Okay, now this is just unnecessary. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of the Joy-Con grip down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. I'm just glad it's easier to take out Joy-Cons out of the grip than it is out of these goddamn straps, man. Come on!